It's your girl Jazzy K with Super Tight TV. We want to thank everyone that's been watching. Hey, if you do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, also press the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video.
You're not tuned into something super tight. Puffin' something sticky, nigga, I roll through the light. Need to hear something real just to get me through the night. I'm looking for them jackets cause I know they looking shy. Know I'ma get some game tuned in with super tight. Yeah, I get the low love from Big Bobo. From the front seat, not no photos.
Already, baby, what it do and what it is. It's your big dog, Bobo Luciano. I want to thank everybody again for tuning in to Super Tight TV. We back, up your back, going smack, smack, smack. Just like that. I hope it feel good to you too, because it damn sure feel good to me. I got my, damn, Jazzy K ain't here today. But she's still my sexy ass, gorgeous, beautiful wife, you know what I'm talking about? So, man, y'all get in the comments and send a shout out to Jazzy K, man. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Comment, like, hit that bell for notifications. Man, y'all got us looking good out there, people. My family. Y'all keep up the good work, because you know we Super Tight TV gonna roll with y'all. But today, man, I got one of them ones. Man, I got one of them ones today, man. I met this gentleman, I think it was just last week. It's been about a week now, right?
A full week.
Man, a full week.
Today Wednesday.
Oh yeah, a full week, exactly.
Shout out to Twisted Black, man.
Shout
it was
out to,
beautiful, man.
Man, what? It was a movie.
Love to be a part of it.
Me too, bro. But say, Dr. Mug, the jeweler's in the house.
Hey, y'all, what's up? Big shout out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, thanks for having me.
Man, thank
Bobo
you for
Luciano, man, legendary, man. I'm just like,
I'm honored that you said that.
I'm ecstatic, man.
Man, thank you for coming, bro. Thank you for blessing us with the messages that we've talked about off camera.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the things that you said just really hit home.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm always a sponge.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know, try to block that.
Block it. Yeah, you can't block this one.
No.
You can't block this one because I'm going to come transparent with you. I'm going to let you see mine first.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? To, you know, loosen you up, let you know I know what I'm talking about. I'm going through the same thing. So, been through it. And I just, you know, give a little juice on how I'm surviving.
Yes.
How I'm getting through it. You know what I'm saying?
And like we said, if you ain't been through it, you really can't teach me nothing.
You hear me?
You know what I'm saying? And I love a man that's pause. I love a brother that's, you know, hit the streets, been through it, you know what I'm saying, and that can witness to people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what it's all about. We don't want to preachy to people.
Right.
But just, you know.
Be a witness.
Yes, be a witness to what you've seen, what you've done, what you've been through.
Let me see your testimony.
Yeah, that's all it's about, man. And you one of them ones, like I said.
You know, it's humility, man. Humility is king, man. And, you know, I just got to be around them ones.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
I got to be around them ones. And, you know, I'm just the one that got to be able to tell the story.
God put it on you like that.
Right.
You know, to where you can articulate it. You
Uh-huh.
know what I mean? And a lot of people can't articulate. You know, we talked about that as well. You know, you can get the message, but can you deliver the message?
That's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to deliver the ball, man. When you the quarterback, you got to know how to get the ball to the receiver.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
So it's like, you know, now that I'm understanding, you know, this whole platform and everything that he got me doing, and when I say he, I'm talking about our creator, you know.
That's real.
And it's deeper than what we think. It's way deeper than the surface, man. So please don't judge me. Please don't look at the outer appearance, because that ain't me.
Yeah, that's real.
That's not me at all. It's on the inside, you know what I'm saying? And we all put here for a purpose. So I just believe at this moment and at this time, you know, I'm very much needed, you know, an unlikely messenger. You know, with what we got going on in our society today, it's crazy.
Very
it's crazy, man. And you know what helped me get to this point was my business. You get what I'm saying?
It put you in touch with some real street guys.
Right.
I can imagine.
Like, well, you know, so it's called marketplace ministry. marketplace ministry.
I read it.
And see, so one thing that we so as a culture that comes from the church era,
Yeah.
we so backwards. So
Oh, we not.
we out of order. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we don't really understand it because we don't have the forefathers that was before us to show us or teach us the way.
That's real.
So we just doing it how we see it. So if I'm called to the ministry, I need to start a church. You get what I'm saying? I need to get me a people. I need to get me a sheep.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the first thing you need to do is you need to build a business that can sustain your household.
Ooh.
Not the church. The
A
church
business.
don't sustain you.
No.
And I had seen when Jesus came out into the marketplace one morning, he was mad at the people,
Oh yeah.
at his people.
Turning tables over and everything.
Because not that one,
Oh, which one?
not that part. He was mad when he came to the marketplace and his people was walking around idle, not doing anything.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he was upset about. You supposed to get it while the day is early. You supposed to get up and get it. You know what I'm saying? Work.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So you can take care of your earthly business so you can begin a heavenly business.
Strong.
So that's what Jesus did. Like that's why I always reference the word.
Yeah.
Because I can show you the picture.
That's real.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joseph was Jesus's father, a carpenter.
Yeah.
Okay. So before Jesus could be the son of God, he had to finish being the son of man.
That's real.
So he had to finish Joseph's job because Joseph died.
Before he even went to the synagogue, then.
He was 14,
That's real.
14, 15, and he had to be the man of the house, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't even look at ministry until he was finished being the man of the house. Then he could begin the work of God,
Ooh.
the Heavenly Father. So that's where I was backwards at. I was trying to do ministry. I was trying to do everything ass backwards because I thought that's how you do things.
Yeah.
So
That's the way we were taught.
that's the way we were taught.
Yeah.
So when I got deep in it and I started seeing marketplace ministry in different places that I was going, I started understanding that was my lane,
Yeah.
was the market, the marketplace. That's how I'm going to be sustained. That's how I'm going to solidify my household. That's how I'm going to get my family where they need to be.
Yeah.
And then I can be free to do the work of my Heavenly Father.
That's dope.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm getting into that zone where I'm able to move around and be able to speak on these different platforms and different people hear me because the marketplace.
Okay.
You get what I'm
Makes
saying?
sense. Oh yeah.
And then the market that I'm in, it'll blow you away. It'll blow you away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
It'll blow you away.
I really love the energy. You feeling that energy, Kenny? So we all about positive energy.
Okay.
And you see you sitting at the Texas table.
The Texas table.
Yeah.
We were
Texas
talking
table.
about the star.
Yeah, the star is right there by your hand. So you remember when we was kids to Apollo.
Okay.
You know how they used to
You
come out.
rub on it. Yeah, rub on the wood.
That's our Apollo stump right
Okay,
there.
okay.
But it's for positive energy.
Right.
I love to have you rub that star. I want you to leave some positive energy for us, for our future.
Always.
And take something for yourself and for your career, your life, your family.
Reciprocation.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it goes both ways.
I'm not gonna be just one way. You know what I'm saying? It got to go both ways, like you said. So, and I just want you to rub that star. Yeah, man, that's real. A lot of people don't get to see that. A lot of people don't get to rub it. A lot of people have rubbed it. You see the wall?
Yeah, I see the wall. Y'all hit up. Y'all been doing y'all thing, man.
Thank you, bro.
Supreme, shout out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I see you.
Shout out Supreme.
Yeah, I see him standing out.
Oh yeah. Big Supreme, big bow leg. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that came through here, man.
Right.
And like I said, I appreciate you coming.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And we like to go deep.
Let's go deep. I don't like it no other way.
I read it. So we're gonna start at the beginning.
Okay.
Now you were not born in Texas.
Not at all.
Where were you born?
I was born in Steubenville, Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah.
What age were you when you moved here?
I was 4 years old.
So now explain. Now say the city again.
Steubenville.
Now, what's the major city close? Is it Columbus?
It would be Columbus.
Okay.
Columbus, Ohio.
So Ohio is full of a lot of music.
Okay.
Musicians.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of great people.
I heard about that.
Oh man, the Shylights,
all that,
Ohio players. A lot of people came out of there, man.
Right.
And
my dad used to stack them records.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who didn't? from our generation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so, what brought y'all to Texas?
Church.
What you mean?
Elder Richard E. Young.
Okay.
The previous Bishop Richard E. Young, Marvin Sapp just took over his church.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So that's why we in Fort Worth, Texas, because
Okay.
we was in Steubenville, Ohio, and we attended Zion Temple.
Okay.
And we came down here with the church because my father was a minister up under him.
Yes.
So he uprooted and moved us here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And age 4.
Age 4.
What part of Fort Worth did y'all move to?
The part of Fort Worth we moved to was Woodhaven. We moved with
Okay.
some friends of the family.
Okay.
And it was called back then it was called not Camino Courts, but Fairway Estates.
Okay.
Fairway Estates where the golf course was and all that.
Yes.
This when it was Boca Raton for real, when it was looking like Miami for real. You
Over
know what
here?
I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's where we started at. Then we moved to Forest Hill.
Forest Hill.
Forest Hill.
Draw a picture about Forest Hills. How was it?
Forest Hill was like we made it. You get what I'm saying? My
Yes.
old man worked for American Airlines.
Okay.
So he
Good
got a
benefits.
house. He got a house in Forest Hill. Forest Hill is like a predominantly black neighborhood
Okay.
where, you know, parents are about their money. They got good jobs.
Yes.
And it's all about, you know, the black community there.
Yes.
And it got kind of overshadowed by the south side of Fort Worth. So once we got older, we start following the trends of the south side. So wanting to be Crips, wanting to be in the gang, wanting to do all that type of curricular activity made our parents move out of Forest Hill to Meadowbrook.
Okay.
Or to Arlington or to all these different areas to take us out of that.
Trying to save you.
Trying to save us. But we didn't do nothing but take it with us.
Yeah, I mean, because, you know, when you're a young brother.
So I guess we get to Meadowbrook by high school.
Okay.
Middle school, high school. So, you know, that's where you start repping where you from.
Did you ever claim a set?
Want to claim a set, but it wasn't a set. It was just claiming Crip up under Meadowbrook or up under MUG or whatever we were saying back then. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So we was never put on by no set.
Okay.
Yeah.
Claiming didn't get jumped in.
Nah.
But I'm pretty sure they embraced you.
Yeah. It's all about representation and how you move. You know what I'm saying? They seen we had something going on, and you know they welcomed us in. We were really hustlers.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? Hustlers and go getters.
And what elementary school did you go to?
I went to Forest Hill Elementary. That's Harlem B. Bell Elementary now. We went to Eastern Hills Elementary, Meadowbrook Elementary.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what high school?
High school was Eastern Hills.
Eastern Hills.
Eastern Hills High School. Yeah.
Was that a multicultural high school? Was it predominantly black?
You could say multicultural.
Yeah.
On the inside, but you're gonna get the black shadow over it.
It was
because you got Lancaster.
Yes.
You got all these apartments. You got Woodhaven.
Okay.
So even though Meadowbrook is a predominantly rich white neighborhood, we took over with the apartments and low income.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I feel you.
And that's what happens in any part of town.
So being raised in the church, because I was one of them kids as well.
Right.
You know, I mean, my granddad, all his brothers were pastors. Not many, they was pastors.
Right.
Big churches.
Okay.
Dad was a deacon.
Okay.
You know, his brothers were deacons. You know, we grew up in the oldest black church probably in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Okay.
I think that church right now is probably 130 years old. You know, St. John Missionary Baptist Church over there in Oak Cliff, off of Los Angeles.
Okay.
And so you talking about church on Sundays, church on Sunday nights.
Right.
Wednesdays, Our Power, you know, plus, you know, you got usher practice and choir rehearsal. You know, then your vacation Bible school.
All that.
Oh, yeah, all that.
A calendar. So, they got a good calendar.
Yeah. I mean, to keep us out the streets. You know what I'm saying? So, and I understand that as an adult now. But, you know, we being a youngster or a kid, you know, you kind of, you know, you say, man, I'm tired of going to church, man. And you know how black churches were back then.
Right.
2-3 hours in church.
Right.
Man. and it was just tough. You get out for a break, go eat something, you got to come right back to
Right.
church.
Yeah, you're gonna go eat something, come right back.
Yeah, so it was
take a nap.
tough for a kid.
Right.
Did you feel any of that?
I feel all of it.
Yeah.
So my biggest thing was like I couldn't understand why, I get that feeling in church. I understand the spirit of God. I understand, the message. I understand a lot, but the only thing I couldn't understand was how on Monday I'm gonna act my ass off.
But that wasn't just you though.
I couldn't understand why I'm gonna be cussing.
Did you see? Well, I know you have as an adult, but that's kind of like why a lot of people kind of shun from church because they see the congregation holier than thou while they're in church, and then Monday through Friday, they doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So you feel that?
I feel that, but what they don't understand is that you just human. You just human.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody is human.
Yeah.
And what I had to understand is that, God just wants us to be discerners. Discerners of people.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I was speaking on wickedness and evil.
Yeah.
It's two totally different things. And people think it's one and the same. But wickedness is you manipulating people in your own way and in your own will. Evilness is that you're doing it for the enemy.
Ooh.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So we can be very wicked and not really understanding that we're wicked. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, like it's just understanding that we're humans.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And understanding that you're covered.
Yes.
I think we still don't understand that we're covered. I think we still don't understand that God don't really see you. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I feel you.
It's the sacrifice has already been made. So what we supposed to be doing here is being humbled. Humbled to be, able to do the things that the spiritual realm can't do without our help.
Already.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like right now it's a lot of cats that's got voices that's making major noise.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they're relatable.
They're very relatable.
Mm-hmm.
And they're understanding about this platform on how to put it out there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people eating it up like this YouTube stuff, that's networks now. That's
real.
ABC.
Man, I know people.
CBS.
I still watch it on my phone, right?
You know what I'm saying?
But it's a facet of people that they watch it on television like it's television.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm like,
yes.
And then when you realize, me and my wife and I were researching, trying to get into this business. I think I told Kenny this, it's X amount of people in the world.
Okay.
And they say a third of the world.
Okay.
A third.
Okay.
Of those millions or billions of people watch podcasts at least 3 times a week.
A third.
So it's billions of people who are tuning in.
Right.
Who don't even watch network TV. They watch YouTube. They listen to podcasts on, you know what I'm saying? So it's an income in it. It's a livelihood in it. And it's a career in it for young black brothers or whoever. I can only speak for our race, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get us as a race to try to get there. You know what I mean? And like we talked about, what faith was.
That equalizer.
You got to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In order to even exist in this world.
Right.
So I heard you say y'all, I do my research. I know you lived a real turbulent life. I'm not going to say a trauma-filled life, but, if you want to talk about any trauma, you could talk about that. But Pops.
Okay. That was trauma.
Pops was a minister, but I heard sometimes he may have strayed a little bit from the cloth and did some worldly things.
Right.
You want to speak?
Yeah. So like the thing with that was, we had got cool, and I was always his biggest fan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the oldest son, so I look just like my pops. Everybody say I'm just like him, you know what I'm saying? So that I was his biggest fan. So
Yeah.
with him going through the whole crack issue,
What year was this?
this had to be like from 89 to like 92.
During the crack era.
Like 94, 95.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So what the deal was is that I understood he had fell from grace.
Okay.
I understood that. You know what I'm saying?
At that age, or you understand it now?
At that age.
Okay.
At that age, I understood that he had fell from grace. But then I start seeing that it is no hope.
What made you feel like that?
Because it was no, it was always the circle of I'ma stop, I'ma quit, I'ma go to rehab, you know what I'm saying? I'ma get it together, and then it would always be the same thing. He'd be back on it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, dang. And it really wasn't until like really prison until I really just cut that big fan off. You get what I'm saying? Because I start seeing like, man, like I'm doing time now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You built the prison I'm in right now.
Ooh.
You get what I'm saying?
Explain it to the people.
So what that mean is when I say he built the prison that I was in, it's called the Gurney unit. You know, have you heard of the Gurney unit?
Yes.
You got the Gurney unit. You got what's the other one that look just like it? Gurney is Tennessee Colony, and then you got another one in Abilene. I can't think of what it's called. You got one in Houston called the Holiday Unit.
Okay.
The one in Abilene is the one he actually built.
Physically built.
Physically was one of the trustees there type of shit. Okay. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's crazy that he had went down to prison for that to actually build the prisons that his sons would go through.
That's strong.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so in there I start wising up like, man, like is he really changing or is he just caught up in the system? So I start understanding he was caught up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I had kind of cut him off from, just the whole thing. And he had told me like, it was just the fact of women.
What you mean?
Women, like, so my dad was married to my mother for 14 years.
Okay.
14 years and they was in the church. So he said, once he started partying with his uncle and his father in Atlanta, the females was the ones who got them hooked on the drugs.
I've heard that before.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Partying, partying, having fun.
Yeah.
But like I talk about Adam, man, I'm not finna let you feed me nothing.
Yes.
That I don't want.
A lot of people don't see that about the Bible.
For the cherry?
Yeah.
You want me to hit this pipe so I can freak with you? Is you serious?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would have been one of them ones to where you like, baby girl, you can smoke that hoota all you want to.
Yes.
I'm gonna be here. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
But I'm not smoking it with you.
Yeah.
That's dead.
That's that hell of a peer pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And like, don't get me wrong, like, I've had them thoughts to where like, let me try this shit.
Yeah.
Let me see what this shit really do. Can this shit really knock me out from my whole...
Oh, yeah. Your whole equilibrium gone. Yeah.
Like everything.
Yeah.
So you know how they used to talk about crack?
Yes.
About how you lose everything?
Oh, yeah.
Some
of them.
I seen it in first person.
Ooh. Explain.
We had everything.
Oh, yeah. You said y'all had made it.
Yeah, we made it. Forest Hill.
Yeah.
You living good. We got a two-car garage, Cadillacs of the year. My mama got a Ford station wagon.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got a big yard.
Yes.
So
how low do you think it got? You say you lost everything.
We were living with people, man.
After that.
We started living with people to start living in the church house. The church, not the church house, but the church residency.
Okay.
So the pastor had houses.
Okay, yeah.
And we was living in one of his houses.
So the pastor who brought y'all down from a different what?
Yeah, we done left him.
Why?
He doing a whole bunch and got caught and exposed. So at this time, like, so once my father was out the picture, I became like,
the man of the house.
Basically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was just looking for stuff that would relate to us because I knew my mama was still in the church.
Yeah.
And me and my brothers, we like had this little rap group that we had in church. It's called Jam.
Okay.
Jesus and Me. So we was doing Christian rap,
Okay.
and I was the only one that hated it because I was the oldest one, and I was like, man, they ain't gonna play this shit on the radio, bro.
Yeah.
They just doing this in church because we kids. Like,
Yeah.
they not.
How old
gonna
were
do
you
nothing.
then?
Like 10, 11, 12.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't feeling none of that. And but we did it because we had to. He thought he was what's the Jackson
I
5?
already know who he was going.
Yeah, what's his name? We were practicing and everything.
What's Jackson daddy's name?
Joe.
Joe Jackson.
Yeah, he thought he was Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we was the Gregory boys before that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like,
How many brothers you have?
I got 3 little brothers.
Oh yeah.
I got 2 more now and a little sister.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So, but in your household it was
It was
Four, yeah.
4 of us.
Okay,
I
yeah.
was the oldest of 4 boys.
okay.
Yeah. So we was straight Pee Wee football.
Mm-hmm.
We loved it. We was championship teams every year.
All out here in the Tarrant County.
Yeah, Forest Hill.
Oh, really?
Forest Hill Shopping Reels. Like we really ran it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's what put us on in the city because the different people and families that was
I know that
involved
feeling.
with the Pee Wee
Yes,
football.
yes.
We become a big family.
Oh yeah.
And-
And your name ring bells throughout
Right.
this. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that's how we really got solidified in the city was just through the extracurricular activities that we was doing in the community.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when did the street start calling for you?
I
What
say
age
like 13.
Ooh.
13, it was a wrap.
Now was dad? You say
So by around 13, 14, yeah. He was like,
was he still in the household?
not really.
Mm.
So he was more like, I want to call him my big brother, but I was like, I was his big brother.
Oh,
Yeah,
after crack hit him.
after crack hit. And
Well-
I understood what was going on, and I
Yes.
understood my mama don't want him around, and I understand, like, nigga, you can't drive my mama car. Like, I understood those
Yeah.
different type of
Yeah.
things. And what happened was, like, I got him a bus ticket to go back to Ohio so he can get away from us.
Did he go?
Yeah, because I told him, like, bro, you got to go to your mom and your daddy
Oh,
and your family. Like, I'm your son.
to get back right.
Yeah, because I can't take care of you.
What was the tipping point, you think?
Him asking me for my mama car. Yeah,
Mama had already told him no, but he asked you for
nah,
it.
he ain't with my mama. So you put me in the middle, like, let me use the car.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
yes.
now, like, I understand, like, look, bro, like, I'm not your daddy.
Yeah.
You know,
Now,
I'm
how
your
old
son.
were you then?
I was probably 15.
Oh, you still a kid.
Yeah, I was probably
In
15.
hindsight, you still a baby.
Right. For
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
How did you know he was smoking crack though?
Because he told us. He told us, oh, how I knew. I seen it with my own eyes one time. But
What did he see you see him?
yeah,
What did he say?
he ain't say shit. He hit that motherfucker.
I've seen people do that. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
Yeah, from whether
Hit
it's
this
powder,
nigga.
yeah, they're gonna chase that. They're gonna chase it. They don't give a damn who
Say,
around.
fuck it.
I used to have a homeboy,
He-
rest in
it's-
peace, good
he
and
say,
low.
what he say? It's out the bag now.
Yeah.
He know.
Sure, man, we used to be playing dominoes.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas be right on the table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once you
And I had
Once-
homeboys doing it, and they be like, "Ain't no gizzard in your wizard." Now, trying to
Oh,
get you
yeah.
involved, and it's like,
Yeah.
man, I think I'm too much without it. So if I had got on that, man, I think I'd have been Superman or something. I'd have been really killed by the police.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It take a strong brother not to come under the peer pressure of the world's, especially drugs.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Especially back then.
Don't get me wrong. In prison, I've taken medication
Yes.
that wasn't prescribed.
yeah.
The Vicodins and
Yes.
Thorazine and all
Yes.
them different types
Not
of
the Thorazine.
yeah, all that.
Ooh.
And they all give you different effects, right?
Yes.
And you heard the line or the bar where Kodak say, was he popped the perk? He ate it anyway.
Oh yeah. I
'Cause
knew
he-
the perk was bad.
He knew it was bad,
Yeah.
but he ate it anyway.
Yeah.
Cause why?
Why?
He a gremlin.
That's right.
So we do these different drugs just to see if we can get through it.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? If
Oh,
I
yeah.
can man this, if I can, you get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, now I feel you.
So that's what we really doing when we pop a perk, or
Yeah.
we smoking this moon rock,
Yeah.
or whatever we trying to do to the highest power.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
We trying to say we that much greater.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I
You
feel
get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I feel you.
And most people can't take that.
No. Oh, yeah, I
And
know.
they get overtaken.
Oh, yeah. Just by trying to be the man.
And it's the trick of the enemy.
That's wrong.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of tricks out here, man. And we don't understand what they are because the people that were put in place to show us these tricks
Yeah.
are overtaken by them.
Yeah.
The pastor smoking crack. Pastor tricking.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
The people that we have as our authority figures.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And it's only because of the transitioning. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's the transitioning. We had to see that.
Yep.
The certain ones that had to see that were the ones who were going to be taken over.
Do you feel like the majority or lesser than succumb to what their parents or what they see from their parents and their environment? You know, you were strong to say, I'm not going to go down that road.
Right.
But what do you think a normal, I ain't gonna say you was a...
That's what it is.
Yeah.
See, so I think I was telling somebody not too long ago that we don't have a trade. Guess what we have?
What's that?
A trend.
Oh, yeah.
So the trade we don't go into trades, we go into trends.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they driving trucks, that's what's working for them?
Yeah.
Let me give me a truck.
Ooh.
Oh, they doing a podcast? Let me do a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
He a jeweler?
Yes. Let me be a jeweler.
Because he black.
I can do it too.
I can do it too. But that's the same thing of we can't see ourselves. You can only see the other person.
Yeah.
And that's who your father was supposed to be. The other person that you seen.
Yeah.
To show you
Our
yourself.
Superman. Our superhero.
To show you who you are.
Yeah.
And we don't have that in our culture. So we go off the trends. What the next black guy doing, what the next popular man is doing, what the next popular family is doing. That's what we do.
I got a question because I've never ever asked this question, and you can possibly answer.
Okay.
What do you think the black community would be like if the crack era never happened?
We was on our way to being just like them.
They saw it too, didn't they?
I don't know if they saw it.
Somebody saw it.
See,
I don't want to say it's some kind of. I hate conspiracies, but every time it seems
so
like,
I'm a great big guy on accountability.
I knew you was finna go there.
Yeah. I'm big on accountability. So I blame
Talk to me.
all these bumpies and knuckles and all these niggas.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
It made it look good.
They made it look good, but it was all greed. And it tore up our community.
Yeah.
And it made the youngsters want to be that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I got homeboys, bro. I got homeboys that like real homeboys, real young partners that I mess with tough. And they tell me like, I want to be just like Frank Lucas. I want to be just like Bumpy Johnson.
Yeah.
I want my story to be big like that too.
Oh, yeah.
I started with nothing.
Oh, we had that in Dallas too, the Chicago Reds
You
and
get
all
what
that.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
They passed by and
it's only gonna lead you down 3 roads.
What's the 3 roads?
Death, prison, or death, prison, or what I'm trying to say.
Shit, being crippled.
Death, prison, or stuck in a cycle.
Yeah.
Like I look at some of my homeboys.
Yes.
They not in 2023.
Well, they in the past.
They in the past. Seriously in the past.
Yeah.
And they don't know it.
Have they been incarcerated or they just
They've been incarcerated.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been incarcerated.
Do you feel like incarceration sometimes or a lot of times stops time for brothers?
It did. For me.
Yeah.
Like I'm relevant right now.
Yeah.
Because I was locked up.
but it could go the other way too.
It could go the other way.
You know,
it's up to the individual.
Yeah, because you get locked up and come out thinking it's still the 80s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you can still get it like
I thought it's Superfly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, what was that movie?
I'm gonna get,
you sucker. Yeah, that fool came out with them, put them shoes on with the goldfish in there. Yeah. That's right, though. You still think it's yesteryear.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel you on that. And so, I hear you say you had some hustling in you. Dad was a pastor.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think you got that hustler gene?
Well, he always was he gonna figure it out.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is he always had a job that he was gonna work, get a check from.
Yeah.
But then he always had side hustles. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
So the side hustle that he had came up with was putting addresses on the curb.
Oh yeah, like the numbers.
The numbers on the curb with the reflective spray paint to make it shine when the lights hit.
Was it profitable?
Very profitable.
Already.
A good $300-400 a day on a bad day.
Okay.
Yeah, a good $300-400 on a bad day.
That's good money back then.
That's real good money back then. I make that today. Like I had, was a teenager a few times, and I hit neighborhoods.
How y'all approach them?
We knock on the doors, you know what I'm saying? We had like a little clipboard with the order form on there.
Yeah.
Knock on the door, let them know, hey, we City Curb Service. That was the name of the business.
Okay.
City Curb Service. So we would run the jargon that, hey, we here to help the youth stay out of the streets and off of drugs.
Okay, that makes sense.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so you see the youth doing it, and what we would do was we would tell them that that's where the money going towards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to make the sale. And then we get 10 straight dollars just to put the address on the curb. And all we did was stencil the letters.
Oh, yeah.
Stencil the numbers, put it on a little holder, spray it on there, and it's done.
How long would it take you?
I say no more than 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Curb. Yeah.
That's good money.
Yeah.
$10.
$10.
That's more than $10 an hour.
Yeah.
From back then, $10 an hour was
I'm talking about
money.
we were so live with it. We'll do one side for $5. Yeah, we was on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cutting deals.
Mm-hmm. And we doing this at 10.
Oh, yeah.
So if I'm 10, my brothers is 8, 7, and 6.
Oh, yeah. Oh, y'all stir step.
Yeah.
Already.
Yep.
And how long you think y'all did that?
Like I said, I'm probably like 14 doing it still.
Oh, really? Oh, so y'all did it for quite a while.
Yeah.
Already.
Like, these new developments down here in Texas, DFW.
Oh, they was popping up.
Flower Mound, all them. Yeah, we driving out there.
Oh, really? Y'all out there with the woods.
Yeah, he a beast. My old man a beast.
Oh, yeah, he seen opportunity.
Man, I'm talking about we'll clear one neighborhood.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah.
But then, like, soon as he got hooked on that shit, it's like we sitting on the curb waiting for this nigga to come pick us up. It's 10 o'clock at night. You looking at these cars like,
that's
there
him.
you go. Yeah.
That ain't him.
Hell nah. Hey, y'all get some more houses. How many houses y'all got? That's how he come back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he probably, because he had a group, and a lot of that group came from the fishbowl.
Ooh.
That he was taking out to go do curbs with him.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was that's how he got robbed, going to go look for dope down in the fishbowl. Yep, come back from Atlanta partying with his old man and them, and came back to Fort Worth trying to look for some crack on the south side, and they put a sawed-off shotgun down his mouth, busted his teeth up. So that's how I originally found out that he was smoking crack.
Okay.
I went in his bedroom and his whole face was blew up. He told me he got robbed, looking for drugs and all that type of stuff.
Oh, he just came clean.
Yeah, he was always straight up with me.
Yeah, transparent.
Yeah, he was transparent with me.
So you send him off to Ohio?
Yeah, I sent him off.
How long did he stay?
He stayed gone till we all like really just got out of prison. He's still there now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he's rebuilt himself.
That's good.
Yeah, he's rebuilt himself in a tremendous way, man. Like, hats off to him for real.
Well, you said, you didn't see no way out for him.
I didn't.
But there was a way out.
It's always a way out.
There is always a way out.
It's a faith equalizer.
He just needed a change of environment.
I don't think so, because he went to the environment that he was his worst at.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what I think. I think people need to be at their worst. to really understand that it's either death or up.
I always say, when people go through something and it ain't working, it ain't no foul play. It ain't against the rules to go back to the basics.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And hit reset.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
always, when shit start fucking up, that's almost like your computer. You know what I'm saying? Reboot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you sent him to his parents, right?
Uh-huh.
You think that was a bad thing or a good thing?
I really just sent him home.
Yeah.
Because his parents was probably in the same position that he was.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That crack era was a beast.
That's his parents. His parents come from that.
You think he had an addictive gene in his body?
We have an addictive gene in our body.
Yes.
Yeah, I love.
What you mean, your family or humans?
Humans.
Yeah.
But, speaking on my family, I would say the addiction with controlled substances.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've heard it and seen it plenty of times.
And it's I think we smarter than the drug.
All the time.
My family.
Well, a lot of people think
because we very analytical, we very knowledgeable.
Yes.
So we feel like we can beat the drug. And that's what he told me all the time. He said, I just thought I just thought it wouldn't do me like them, man.
I thought it was a functioning crackhead.
It got you, big homie. It got you.
Took him down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So I heard you went to prison. How many times you go to prison?
I did 2 times, man.
What was your stints, you think?
My first time was 2 years. My second time was 6.5.
6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Was it drug cases,
and robberies and robberies?
What was you robbing?
The jewelry store at first. That's what I was robbing first. I was hitting Rolexes.
Oh
yeah, and I had got caught for one of them. My fingerprints was left behind. So I got 20,000 to 100,000. I got 3 years for that case. It was a class. I want to say class C. What is it? No, a 3rd degree felony.
Yeah,
it was a 3rd degree felony. So I got the least amount of time I could get. I got out after doing 24 months on it. Got out on parole. By the time I got off parole, I got shot by the police.
What was you doing to get shot?
Where
were you and what
a drug deal gone bad. Drug deal gone bad. I was buying like 20 pounds of weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and went to this house trying to, what we was gonna do. I was gonna get the weed, buy the weed.
Yeah.
Then come back in and take my money back. It was drought season, September. We in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
We from Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah.
So, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? And end up getting shot by the law, man.
After you had already purchased and was on your way back in. Draw the scene.
After I had so my brother go to UT at this time. He go to University of Texas. He got a scholarship from academics.
Okay.
He cold, you know what I'm saying? Like the first son always is the fuck up.
Well, not necessarily, but you are the project.
We the project.
Yeah, you the project.
You get what I'm saying? So
ain't no handbook to raising kids.
Right. So the second one always get to look at what's going on with the first one and get to take a educated guess on if I'm gonna do this or not. From what I seen with his experience.
They should do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
This brother did.
Okay.
This brother did. He went to UT. He's nothing like me. He's the president of a mortgage company right now.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Rod G. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy name, Cadillac Rod. That's what they call him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. The thing is that he was down there in Austin. He let me know, hey man, they got some weed over here. Possibly y'all can get you about 20 pounds. I see it there all the time.
Yeah.
So I get out there, me and my partner drive out there to go, make the lick. We got about 10,000 on us. We get there at night and we see a lot of police coming up 35.
All the time.
Right? So I'm trying to be wise and be like, man, we ain't gonna go tonight. I done seen too many laws tonight. We gonna go in the morning.
Yeah.
So we get there in the morning, they done sold all the weed. Like this, I think we might put like a little we might put a movie together or something, because it's like it's so many layers
Yes.
that it's crazy, bro.
I mean, you seen the sign, so you didn't
Yeah.
pay attention to the sign.
It's so
the
many-
laws was one sign.
Right.
Get there again, they ain't out the weed. That's the second sign.
Mhm.
But you stayed.
Stayed there, stayed in the house, and end up getting shot. I end up getting shot because I wouldn't surrender.
What were they trying
Basically.
to? What were they trying to arrest you for?
Well, we had kicked in the door to get in the house because we knocked on the door.
Yeah.
They don't open. So once they didn't open, my partner was like, big man was like, man, you know how we do it, kick the door in.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, man, we know it's in there.
Yeah.
Kick the door in. I'm like, man, and our little pat is that if you kick the door, you got to come open the first time.
Yeah.
Or we gonna run. So I'm knowing I ain't never kicked the door before.
So you
So
didn't do it.
Nah, it's because I don't want to do it.
Okay.
So I'm like, I ain't never kicked the door in.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try this time and it probably won't work.
Yeah.
And we gonna run. I kicked the door in and it come right open. And the white boy standing in like, I'm like, let's go. So we moving him around the house. We tearing the house up. His girl in there naked. We get her out the room. She crying and screaming like, girl, we ain't finna fuck with you. Sit down on that couch.
Yeah.
We missed the room. When we came in and seen him
Yeah. You
like a deer,
walk right past.
we
it.
walked right past the door.
What was in the room?
Essay in that room. And the only reason why he don't come out shooting or the killers is because he just gave his gun and his money to his girl that night.
Yeah.
Right? And like, so you got to stop and ask me right there, why do I know that? How do I know that?
Yeah. How do you know that?
He was my silly in prison 4 or 5 years later.
He remembered you. Or did y'all talked about it?
We didn't even remember each other.
How'd y'all come to the conclusion that
Okay?
it was the same situation?
Okay? So, like I say, I think I said this on Real Life, but I got a new celly, right? You know, people was running down through there. You know, I called it my house and all that.
Yeah.
You know how
Oh yeah.
how institutionalized we is. They was on my ass like, he calling it his house. He's so fucked up. But that's how we do things, y'all. It's just like that, man. So this is where I'm living at the time.
Yeah.
For years. You get what I'm saying? This is my residency. This is where I
yeah.
get mail. This is where, you know, I take a shit. This is where I eat. You know what I'm saying? So this is my house. And I got a new celly. One of my previous celly had caught the chain.
Oh, really?
So I'm getting a new celly. I clean the house, make sure it's good, make sure it look like I needed to look, so he'll understand the standard. This is how we do it. So long story short, come back to the house and I see him, and I'm like, dang, man, you look familiar. That's my first word to him. Is like, dang, man, you look familiar.
Yeah.
And he was like, you do too. But I've been on the unit for 4 years.
Yeah.
And I work commissary.
Okay.
Okay, I see you in commissary window every time we go to the store. That's where I know you from.
Yeah. That's what you assume.
That's what I assume. This was probably a Wednesday.
Yeah.
We've been in the cell together this Friday coming up. And Friday is late night rec.
Yeah.
Right? So it's the dorm jumping.
Yeah.
It's jumping in the recreation room and all that type of shit. So I cut hair. I draw, I do a lot of hustles in prison. So I cut hair, and one of my partners, he come up to the door on an in and out. In and out is you can go in the cell, get what you need.
Yeah.
Perfectly shower supplies and go take a shower, whatever.
Okay.
And it's an in and out. We just got out of work, so we going in to get our shower stuff and come out. When I come out, my partner from ATX, Austin,
Yes.
he like, Rolex. That's what they call me in prison. Rolex. You gonna cut me up? You gonna cut me up tonight? I'm like, nah, man. I'm staying in tonight. I'm a type on my typewriter. I'm gonna finish up my book. I'm doing this tonight. So he like, all right. So they pop the doors for the in and out, and my celly come out. And when my celly come out in ATX scene, he hit him up with the ATX. What's up, hometown? What's up, ATX? And I just had a whole like
epiphany.
Man, I pulled him back in the cell. I shut the door. I'm like, you Roberto Lopez. You on my indictment. This, and that. And I've been seeing the paperwork on our desk for the past 3 days. Roberto Lopez. Roberto
It
Lopez.
didn't ring a bell.
It never rung a bell until they said ATX. And it hit me. What? You Robert Lopez. You the one who called the police. So he set me down, like we set each other down. So he's sitting on the bunk and I'm sitting on the shitter. And I'm telling him like, man, look, man, I came down there to buy 20 pounds of weed, bro. And my partner knew the white boy. And he said, he interrupted me, the SA interrupted me and said, yeah, Chance set me up all the time. That's why the money in my gun was gone.
Because the white boy moved it.
No, not because the white boy moved it, so the white boy couldn't set me up.
Okay.
The money was gone. And when my girl came to get the money, I got to send her off with the gun.
Okay.
So that's why I don't got a gun when y'all pass my room.
Makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
So we talking all this talking. I done convinced him that Big Man was my way of getting in the door. And Big Man and Chance was the white boy. They got over on us.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what's crazy is, guess why SA in this cell with me?
Why?
Why he even in prison?
Why?
He killed the white boy.
Chance.
For the same thing.
For doing it again.
And again, wasn't even my time. My time, we really put that together. We don't know Chance.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was doing this without us. That's what made the SA believe that this was a play as well.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
And this SA wasn't no street SA. He was more like a silver spooner.
Yeah.
Family politicians in Austin. Yeah.
He just happened to be hustling.
Well, he hustling because he messed with different cartels. And these cartels is big cartels with the car dealerships. Like Ford,
what Ford dealership?
Nissan. I can't say which one or none of that. You know, I don't know none of that.
Okay.
But at the same time, they was on his ass. Like, you gonna let this white boy keep robbing you? And he pay it off. He's such a bona fide hustler. He pay it off.
Yeah.
And he tell me the story. One day, man, I was just fucked up. I had got drunk. And I like, man, let me go around there to Chan's house and, whoop up on him a little bit just to, get on his ass. You know what I'm saying? So he said he went over there, went in the house. They go in each other's house like it ain't shit. He said he walked in the garage. You know how Six Flags got them little bats that you could win?
Yeah.
He had a little bat in his hand. And he said, I'm going to just beat his ass a little bit and let him make it.
Yeah.
He said he went in there and flashed out and never stopped hitting him. And he
beat him to death.
He tried to flee to Mexico and got caught. And he was
25
years.
How many years after you were in Austin did he do that?
That was like 3 years later.
I wonder how many times he got lined up in between there.
Right. And what was cold is the SA told me that he had my shoe on his mantle. The white boy took my shoe that the police grabbed off my foot is on his mantle at his mama's house.
Not a trophy.
Yeah. So it's a lot, man.
Oh yeah,
That's
a movie, like you said.
It's really a movie, and it's like, man, it's just crazy how things went down. But what I understand is, like we was talking about off camera, King Herod.
Yes,
he's out to kill the Messiah, not understanding that the Messiah is already rose again. So the same hit that he put out on the first seed, is still being
still active to this day.
Still active. You know what I'm saying?
So speaking of prison,
because
we don't get to hear a lot of prison stories. You know, and there's a audience for that. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, ain't it?
It's, man.
Ain't it crazy?
You can ask any question, and I got a story for you from prison.
Give me a crazy story.
Crazy story.
Give me the craziest shit you seen in prison.
It's a lot of gay niggas, man.
Are they gay in prison and straight in the world?
Yeah.
So they gay in
But they gay.
They gay. but tell me this. they don't think they gay, do they? They think it's the situation that makes them gay, don't they? And they come out here and be. What you think?
I think they don't care. They just not gonna accept it, or not accept it, but they ain't gonna claim it.
Even some short timers?
Even some short timers.
Wow.
Some of the short timers is worse.
Can't wait to
get caught up.
Can't wait to get in jail.
Not can't wait. See, this is what everybody don't understand. It's not like we not going to prison to be fucking no nigga. Like that ain't what's happening. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's you get caught up.
How you get caught up in something?
Like how you get caught up, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, how you get
how
caught up?
How the fuck you get caught up fucking with a punk?
How?
It's mental. It's a mental thing with a nigga, right?
Yes.
For you to call this other man a female, first of all.
Yeah.
This a whole ugly ass nigga. Okay, so we in Austin, Travis County Jail.
Yeah.
This before we go catch the chain. We on it's called the hospital unit.
Yeah.
HSB, right? And I'm over here because I got shot by the police.
Yeah.
So this where
you get
everybody
shot at, by the
I
way?
got shot in a pelvic area.
Okay.
The money stopped the bullet from actually coming out of my nuts.
Damn.
Yeah. So I was really blessed. I'm really here for a reason. And so we in this dorm, and a lot of these niggas, they been wounded by the police in some type of way.
Yeah.
We all
Damn,
they got a
that's
whole 2-story building for us. So this one nigga come on the wing, and his name is Joseph. And Joseph is a punk, right? But Joseph is ugly than a motherfucker. This an ugly ass nigga. This an ugly ass nigga, man.
Yeah.
And these niggas calling her girl, calling him or her.
Was he made up like a woman? Or
No.
Oh, wow.
He just had the characteristics.
Feminine ways.
Feminine ways.
Yes.
And it was fucking these niggas up. I'm talking about fucking these niggas up, and I couldn't understand it for shit. Right?
What did they see?
So I'm not homophobic.
Yes.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I know what I ain't going for.
Yeah.
And that's just the bottom line of it.
Okay.
I know you Joseph. Right? Nigga, you Joseph, nigga.
Nigga, you Joe, nigga.
I better not call you him, her. So we chilling one day, and I'm like, so, nigga, like, you really think you a girl? And he like, nah, it ain't like that. I'm like, what the fuck you got going on then? Like, what's, like, you got these niggas going crazy over here. And he say, cause they freaks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what you talking about, they freaks? He like, man, like, so the curiosity behind being gay and getting hit is when you get hit from the back, the male nut from the front. I never knew that.
I'm gonna tell
like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna blow your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Us as black men, we don't go to the doctor.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you do your prostate exam,
right.
The first time I got my prostate exam, it was right around 40 years old.
Okay.
And the dude handed me a napkin.
Okay.
So what's that for? To wipe my ass? He said, no, you. It's just, it's something in there that does that.
My goodness. So.
And I was like.
And that's what these punks get turned out with. And that's why they try to turn other men out.
Wait a minute, say that again.
This how the punk get turned out.
By seeing the other man nut.
By not seeing them nut, by actually having that experience.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So actually having that experience and you know this.
Yes.
Now you can turn another freak out.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? And so these niggas is freaks, man. They just don't know where to draw the line. Like I ain't trying to do all that. Like I don't want that.
No.
I'm good.
And I've always said this, and Kenny and them tried to stop me, Kenny and my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe, well, I take that back. I believe there's a facet of people that are homosexual, and then you have your straights, right? Then you have your bisexuals.
Okay.
But bisexual people to me are just, I always said that they're just overly freaky people.
Yeah.
They want the best of both worlds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And whether it's politically incorrect, but that's just the fact of
Right.
things. You know what I mean?
It's been here since the beginning of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go back and look at them old movies about
orgies, all that type of stuff.
yeah, Roman orgies and shit. Yes, they've always done it, bro. And it was almost like it was accepted back
Like
then.
even now, like, you know, in these different circles,
Yes.
you know, they say they do these type of things.
Oh, I've heard.
Yeah.
We've heard about some of these people parties.
I ain't never been in it. You get what I'm saying? But that's how they go with it.
Yeah.
That's how they go with it. But you know, I ain't a freak.
No.
Yeah, I ain't a freak,
All
man.
I need is
just seeing a couple of my homeboys get taken down like that.
Yes.
The first one ended up fucking with a punk that came back from TDC. And the punk had AIDS.
I was about to say.
Like, it's crazy. Like, it seemed cliche that I would say that, right?
Yeah.
But this serious, man. And little homie, he came to me, he was like, say, big homie, you think, you know, if I fuck with the punk, not really just, he coming at me like, should I finesse the punk? The punk gonna let me call out, collect calls.
Yeah.
Punk finna put money on my books.
At a price.
All I gotta do is just parlay with the punk, be around the punk, chill with the punk.
That's what you think.
And I told him the words out of my mouth was, man, you play with fire, you're gonna get burnt. Right? So one day, it's child time or whatever, or right before child, and I'm looking for youngster. I go up to his cell, I don't see him.
Yeah.
So I go to the punk cell because I know he finessing the punk. He finessing the punk.
Yeah.
He been using the phone, he on the phone. He going to commissary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I know he fucking with the punk. So I go to the punk cell. I'm bold.
Yeah.
I go to the punk cell. I'm knocking on the punk door. Punk open the door. I look in the room. She trying to, like,
stop you.
Yeah. I'm like, damn. He ain't in here. So I'm like, all right, cool. So the next night, the punk get another, the punk is on bench warrant.
Okay.
So they got their own cell for TDC inmates.
Okay.
So another dude come back from bench warrant.
Yeah.
So they all in that cell. They get caught that night fucking. Right? I'm going to trial.
Yeah.
I see the punk getting arraigned for fucking the other punk.
Yeah.
Because he had AIDS.
That's another charge, huh?
That's another charge. So now my homeboy, the youngster,
yeah,
it's a possibility that he got AIDS.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it makes sense. That shit crazy. And then another one of my homeboys, I actually see him fucking. And it fucked me up. It fucked me up. My nigga didn't even stop. When he seen me, he looked back to me and kept fucking. I like, God damn. And I see him on Lancaster.
Yeah.
My nigga looked like that nigga got goddamn leprosy.
AIDS.
I don't know.
Something. Something.
And it's like, wow, man. It's just like, that's the real addiction.
Yes.
It's sex.
Sex is a big time addiction, bro.
And all of us do it, but you'll never see us do it.
So, we out of jail.
Real.
Thank God. Thank Jesus that we out of jail.
2008.
2008.
Yep.
What made you get into, what did you do when you first got out?
When I first got out, I had wrote a book while I was in prison.
Okay.
And it was called Tattoo Tears of Gangster Cry by Mr. Mean Mug. This is where the whole Mean Mug came from.
Already.
Because when you in prison, you're not allowed to do nothing in your name. Because you're a son of sound.
Yeah, you can't.
You the son of the state. So you can't make no profits off of your name. It go all towards the state.
Mm.
Yeah, so I knew to get a
Y'all
pen
hear
name.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah, that's real game. That's for real too. So I had to get a pen name and I went by Mr. Mean Mug.
Okay.
And Had a book called Tattoo Tears of Gangsters Cry. And my brothers helped me get it published
Okay.
while I was when I came home.
Okay, yeah.
So we had got like 1,000 books printed up, and I was selling them out the trunk.
Yep.
We did a book signing. Had Jackie O from Miami come through.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was live. Like,
Yeah.
we always been knowing how to put stuff together, how to market,
How to hustle.
how to hustle.
Yes.
Yeah. So we selling books and getting rid of these books and everything, and you know, it took me to a lot of places. But the thing that happened was I got very my ego went to my head.
Got a little arrogant, huh?
Yeah, got real arrogant. Not arrogant in a way to where I thought I was the shit. I just thought I was the big homie. I thought I was, they calling me OG.
Yes.
I'm standing on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build something. I'm trying to do it again.
You came back to Fort Worth?
Came back to Fort Worth, Meadowbrook. And that's what made me fall off, really.
When you say fall off, what happened?
Just couldn't get right. Just could never manifest what I was trying to manifest. You know what I'm saying? So then you start looking at what was instilled in you as a child.
Yep. What did I just say? Back to the basics.
Back to the basics. So I'm looking at my life and I'm like, man, I'm really headed down the wrong road again.
Yeah.
For the third time. So it's like, I got to do something. So I start seeking God.
Yeah.
I start seeking God in a major way. And it messed up the relationship that I was in.
A female relationship.
6 years. And she seen me trying to get my life right with God, and she thought I was scamming.
Was she not a Christian?
A lot of people Christians.
I take that back. Was she not in the faith though?
She didn't understand
because you done made a 360.
Because it's a business. It's a business as well.
Church is a business.
And she understood that I knew the business.
Yeah.
So she was trying to say, everything else failed. So now
you preaching.
Yeah, now you about to preach. Yeah, so that's what she was on. So that drew a wedge in between us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she wasn't going for that. Like, I'm not finna be no hypocrite.
I feel you.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, you can respect that.
Yeah, I could respect
if that's how she was feeling.
I did respect it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's what, had me looking other places for a wife and all that type of stuff.
You should say, baby, I can show you, but I can tell you.
I did. You know what I'm
saying? She still
saying?
didn't feel it.
Well, I didn't feel it no more. Like, we've been together 6 years. You ain't trying to get married, or you trying to hold me to some type of standard before you want to marry me? And it's like, I ain't that guy.
I read it.
You get what I'm saying? So I kind of moved on. And once I moved on, I had found what I was looking for.
I read it.
Yep. But it was premature, immature, and you pay for that in the end.
Now, you say you found what you was looking for. What did you find?
A wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. A man who finds a wife.
Finds a good thing.
Yes, he does.
But you got to understand that everything else go with that.
Oh, you better understand that.
Everything else go with that.
Oh, yeah. I was in church one time as a youngster. And God said, the pastor said, God has got to be the biggest practical joker in the world.
He is.
He said, because men and women are total opposites. And he expects for us to coexist. And he's got to be up there just laughing his ass off, watching this tug of war of life.
You dealing with yourself.
Oh, it takes a lot to deal with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I hear people say, man, I ain't gonna never get married. But it's almost like iron sharpens iron.
Right.
Makes you a better person.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because the wife, my wife, Jazzy K, bro, I was still in the streets. I wasn't in the streets no more, but I still had that street mentality.
Right.
And I was still, she'll tell you, man, I used to go off and she was the first person that I'll never forget, man. I was riding down over there by American Airlines. And I had said some shit. She had said something to me that I didn't like. And this was when we first got together. And I said, shit, you tell your ass, beat your feet. You know what I'm saying? Some street shit. You know what I'm saying?
Harsh.
And she started crying. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, them tears dried up. And she got the cussing, just went off on me and checked me. And I thought to myself, was the first woman that had ever done that to me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because most, being that I had been in the industry since '89,
Mm-hmm.
I was used to dealing with women that didn't really have no backbone.
Right.
You know what I
No
mean?
backbone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so for her to have a backbone and to be the age that she was,
Right.
I was like, maybe this might be what I need.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And sometimes, like you say, it's that tug of war.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it makes me a better man.
Right.
Because I got 4 daughters.
Okay. Wow.
And teaches me how to deal with women.
Right.
Well, I was the baby of 3 sisters.
Wow. So it was destined anyway.
Yeah. So,
wow.
But I still, I knew how to treat a woman, but I didn't know how to treat a woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I learned a lot from this young
And see,
woman.
people don't understand that treat a woman to treat a woman.
Yes.
They don't understand that.
No, it's a different level of
And
the
it's
game.
like, that's what we learn.
Yes.
When you're going through them different stages
Yes.
of your woman.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I was about 40 years old, getting with this young lady. I ain't going to tell y'all the age difference.
Right.
But there's quite a bit of age difference between me and Jazzy K. But for her to be as strong as she is, and what she's turned me into, and what I think we've turned each other into,
Right.
is just for the better.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's that iron sharpens iron shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I respect her, and I appreciate her from the bottom of my heart, because there's a lot of women that would go with the flow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? It's just, especially when they look at you as the breadwinner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they'll just go with that flow, man. And whenever he say, oh, he cussing at me, oh, he tripping, oh, she ain't gonna go for no disrespect,
Nah,
my nigga.
nothing like that.
She ain't gonna go for none of
like
that.
man.
Can I tell you? She ain't going for none of that. She
Nah.
So, yeah, so you find yourself a wife.
Right.
And what made you decide to say, you know what, man, I feel like I'm going to jump in this jewelry game?
See, I always been in the jewelry game.
Yeah, I know, because you was robbing jewelry stores.
I was robbing jewelry stores.
Yes.
And right before I got out the second time,
Yeah.
I had like maybe 12 months.
Yes.
And in that 12 months, I had started a gold grill business.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
We started our gold grill business in 2000.
Oh, yeah, early when the Gold Grills was
when it just started.
Pow Wow and Johnny Dang, yeah.
And my first manufacturer was in New York.
Okay.
Mike from Fulton Street in New York.
Okay.
So we was doing grills out of New York. My New York homie, we was going to barber college together. Like, so that's what I started doing as soon as I got out of prison the first time.
Barber college. Okay, yeah.
So in barber college, I met my partner from New York, Styles.
Yeah. Okay.
And he turned me on with the plug, the manufacturer. And we just started doing grills ever since then. Got locked up again.
Yeah.
And like, so before I got locked up, I put a few niggas on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A few niggas on in the Metroplex that's a couple of them, one or two of them still doing the grill thing now.
Okay.
They big jewelers.
You can't name them?
Oh.
No, you don't get no shine, huh?
Not just give them no shine.
But you don't
it's just like I don't want to. I ain't trying to shit on you or stun on
feel
you or none of that. You know what
the
I'm saying?
truth is the truth, though.
You know they started it. Let them tell it.
Well, the truth is the truth.
The truth, and the truth will come to the light.
Yeah, I mean, I can say I did all this on my own, but I've had a lot of help.
Right.
You know, even from, DJ Snake and Nemesis, just.
But that's what you do.
Yes.
So I should have heard my name before I say his name.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I feel you.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
I do.
I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to be the bigger person that's going to get
Let's
to the
on,
light.
then.
Yeah.
Let's move on then.
Yeah, it'll all
come to
link
fruition.
up. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
So, you always hear Pimp C, our brother, saying, take that monkey shit off, you embarrassing us. These niggas Jerry Cloudy and the motherfucker, man. Them nigga, them ain't no real dime. Nigga, I went to M, but
that's that H-Town in him, man.
But a lot of that shit was true.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas was buying crushed diamonds, talking about they had.
But we all do. We all buy bust downs.
Well, no, I'm talking about like, there's a difference between buying unquality stones to quality stones.
It is.
A big difference. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I seen motherfuckers wedding rings.
Okay.
And I look at that and I be like, damn, that's a bunch of cloudy ass crushed
stones.
stones.
So did you hear yourself?
Yes.
Now, a wedding ring
Yes.
and a bust down piece
Yes.
or a bust down watch
Yeah.
or a bust down chain
Difference.
is two totally different things.
Yes.
The value is always going to be in that ring
Yes.
because it's whole diamonds.
That's why I think a solitaire
A solitaire means circle.
or just one, right?
Or no,
I thought like you could get like a marquise.
a
and that'd be-
marquise.
That's
You
solitaire.
can't call it a solitaire because
Tell
it's
me.
not a circle,
Okay.
but it's a marquise and it's a single setting.
Okay. I thought just
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I'm
just a
thinking.
single setting.
Okay. Okay.
But you call it a solitaire is a circle.
Okay.
A princess is a square.
Okay.
A rectangle is a baguette.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Educate.
So them type of things is a marquise is an oval.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how they name the different shapes.
Okay. Gotcha.
And what's crazy, like that people don't really see, is we change definitions. So why we just don't call it a oval diamond
yes.
or a circle diamond
Yeah, I
or
feel
a
you.
square diamond?
Yes.
We gotta put
Oh yeah.
a
We gotta
whole
put
different type
We
of.
gotta put that
different-
whoop on
yeah,
there, baby.
yeah.
Yeah. Gotta put that whoop on it.
But
nigga.
it's
2 on the 10.
it make you not understand it.
Yeah.
That's what the whole game is about. It's about making the consumer not understand
Let's go by confusion.
what's going on in the game.
They always say, that this is to educate y'all. This ain't a bad word, y'all. Ignorance is not a bad word, right? But the consumer is ignorant.
Right.
And it's the salesman's job to educate, you know what I'm
The
saying?
consumer.
And they'll follow you.
Right.
Wherever you tell them, they tend to believe you.
So you understand.
Yes, I was a salesman for 30 years, my
Right.
brother, and so I know. And you can be a fuck ass nigga salesman, or you can be, one that's above the books, or walk a fine line. You know what I mean? So I understand what you're
So
saying.
my fine line is I ain't selling you shit.
Yeah.
I ain't dealing with that. Because what our culture is, if you convince them to buy something and they later find out that it wasn't what they expected it to be, they coming back to you because you sold it to them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So my thing is that I make my product such a product that you looking for me.
How did you educate yourself on it?
On which way?
Just the jury game, diamonds,
Okay,
and quality.
the education of it came from not having. And when I say not having, I'm saying not having the money
Okay.
to buy them VVS
Okay.
or to buy that flawless.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
So with not having the money, I had to educate myself on how can I get this myself.
Was it trial and error? Was it just
Well, not more so trial and error, was more so paying the cost.
okay.
Once like we talked about earlier,
Yeah.
like you pay or you try to be a part of so you
Yes.
can figure out what's
Yes.
going on.
Mhm.
And I started learning out the backdrops and the back offices of what's going on with this jewelry industry.
Yeah.
And here a couple years ago, we found out some great stuff, man. And the thing is that the jewelry, this stuff is just the icing on the cake. This ain't really the money.
Where the money come from?
The money is the flipping of the gold.
Explain.
So anything you buy 100% of, you can bust it down and make 2 of them.
I've heard that like with alloys and things like that.
Yeah, with alloys, we would call it cut in the street. If I was buying a brick or something else.
Yeah.
But I'm buying a brick of gold. So the same, what they say, the same rules apply. So if I cut this 24 karat kilo of gold down to 10 karat gold, I'll make 2.5 kilos.
Yeah, I can feel you on that.
You get what I'm saying?
But it's still gold to the consumer.
It's legal gold
Yes.
to the consumer.
Okay.
Anything under 10 karat is illegal to sell
Okay.
in America.
I've never seen anything less than 10 karat.
Yeah, you got 8 karat, 9
Really?
karat,
I just
7
never seen
karat.
it.
So
Because it's illegal.
because it's illegal.
Okay.
But a lot of jewelers use it to get over.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's legal in Greece. 8 karat is legal in Greece.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's like the percentage.
Yep.
So that's what would make up 8 karat. It would be almost like 30% gold.
So are you an expert now of cut?
Yeah. I think you can ask me anything about gold and I'm gonna be able to tell you what's up with it.
And you can cut, take that bar,
Mm-hmm.
24 karat,
Mm-hmm.
and make.
Yeah. So what I'm about to start doing is we got a gold coin we coming out with.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a gold coin we coming out with. We trying to, let the culture, let the community understand what's going on by actually having something tangible that they can touch.
That might be real a great idea. Because how, I've been reading a little bit. And how people are devaluing the dollar.
Right.
You can't devalue gold.
Nah, not at all.
Yes.
And we was, even on the, the political side.
Yes.
This is everything.
Yes.
This is why all these wars about to start happening and all that, because see, history repeats itself. Okay. And so in 1933, America, the American government came in, confiscated all the gold from its citizens. 1933.
They came to the United States.
Well, they came.
Well, they were here.
The United States government came and took the citizens
all the gold.
Right. This is supposed to be Fort Knox. Right?
Wow. Yeah.
Crazy thing is, it's 2023. This 90 years later.
And what's happening?
I don't know. We talking about the climate. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the devaluing of the dollar bill.
Yes.
What makes the dollar bill valuable?
Supposed to be what's in the Fort Knox, wasn't it? And what was
the gold?
The gold, yes.
But you know what really makes the dollar bill valuable?
What's that?
The military.
Explain.
You're not gonna go against our military. So if you go against the dollar, the military coming.
Do you think that the world is feeling less threatened by the United States military?
For sure. For sure.
In your opinion, do you ever think, because I've asked a couple people this throughout my life, do you ever think we'll ever have a war on U.S. soil? Besides a civil war?
Nah, I think that's the war.
That is going to be the war, huh?
Yeah.
I've heard people say that within the last 5 years.
That's the war.
Yeah. Class?
When you say class, I need to understand that.
Have-nots.
Okay. Is that how it's going to happen? That's exactly how it's going to happen, and it's not going to be race.
That's what I'm saying.
It's going to be class.
It's going to be a class.
Because if you understand what's going on with the climate of change right now, as far as what we was talking about, the transitioning of eldership, and all that type of thing, what's happening in the offices too.
Oh yeah. For prime example, you remember everybody was out on Trump,
right?
And then you get somebody like Biden that comes in, and because of what he's had to deal with, on the world stage, and he's sending money here, people are just, and so you got people looking like maybe Trump wasn't so bad.
This is my message to the streets and to the people. Is that God will use an ass.
You got to use what?
God will use an ass.
Boy.
To bring his point across.
Yeah.
We went through a pandemic that we didn't know we was going to go through.
Yeah.
But Trump was the president.
And it happened under his watch.
But guess why Trump was the president?
Why?
Because we was about to go through a pandemic. Because guess what he has experience in?
What's that?
Bankruptcy.
A lot of experience.
He shook us back real quick.
Yeah.
Sent us some money.
Yeah.
Because he understands what's going on with currency.
Yes.
So God
really,
used that.
Really, when I say that money was, he shook us back, but it was almost like, in my opinion, it was almost like, I ain't gonna say tit for tat, it was almost like, I'm gonna give y'all this money because we know you're gonna spend this money and it's gonna stimulate the economy.
Come on, man. That's exactly what he did.
That's exactly, what I'm saying?
That's exactly what he
did. I'm gonna give y'all this money.
Because I know exactly
give it right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's gonna help the businesses who are suffering.
Right.
And that's gonna stimulate the economy. But we as black people say, Trump gave us this money.
Mm-hmm. $1,200.
Yeah, and that was a lot of money.
$1,200.
Man,
$1,200.
Well, I read today.
They were screaming about this stimulus back then.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand it.
Bro, I read today that Texas, more people in Texas, Texas is leading the country as far as people walking out on their jobs. Then I got in the comment section to see what people were saying. They ain't paying us enough.
Right.
I mean, you know how much rent is?
Yeah.
And groceries?
Yeah.
And all that shit. It's just, I don't want to go through a political
Right.
rant.
And that's the thing, like, I just don't major on that part.
Me either.
Because we got to eat. We got to pay rent.
We got to.
It's just, where's your faith?
Yes. Where's your faith?
Where's your faith? Where your money?
That's real.
That's the, you
got to go get it.
You got to get it.
Yes.
You got to get it.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about gold and all the other, metals, because it's God's currency. It was here before we got here.
Yeah.
And it's going to be here when we leave.
Yeah. That's real.
So how can you run out?
You can't.
Mm-mm.
What about diamonds?
Diamonds are becoming rare, a rarity.
Oh, there's less diamonds in the world than there used to be.
They're making it less diamonds in the world today because they're promoting other gems and synthetic gems. So synthetic, like lab diamond, CVD, HP, Ace,
yeah.
all them different type of stones are
fake diamonds.
Well, not fake diamond. Well, a lab diamond is a fake diamond.
Yes.
Okay.
Cubic zirconia.
Cubic zirconia is not a fake diamond. It's a cubic zirconia.
And they have value as well.
No,
I'm just saying they have some type of value because you can look at somebody.
It's glass.
I know it's glass.
Mm-hmm.
I know. But I'm just saying it has value because you can look at some people that have a cubic zirconia and it still has a hefty price tag on it.
Right. But nowadays, like they made the CZ. The CZ is what you call that? Not extinct. Not extinct. It's bullshit. But what the heck? It's not it's not relevant.
Well, it never has been.
Yeah, it was. It was very relevant before we had moissanite and lab diamonds.
Okay.
Because it was only going to be a diamond or a CZ.
Yes.
So CZ ain't even in the conversation no more.
Okay, got you.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's moissanite, it's lab diamonds, it's CVDs, it's this, it's that, it's the next. Because they are making the lab diamond the diamond.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's a lab diamond worth?
A lab diamond right now, like I can show you on my phone, just so you can see what I'm saying in real time.
Is it okay to buy a lab diamond?
It's very okay to buy a lab diamond because it's valuable. And it passed diamond test, but it's valuable.
Okay.
See, the industry is making it valuable. Okay. It's only okay if the industry says it's okay.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So they pull back the market. They pull back the push on diamonds.
Okay.
To push labs.
Okay.
Tell me how a gemologist that went to school and got a doctorate for reading and examining diamonds can't tell a lab diamond
from a real one.
It's an agenda.
Oh yeah, everything is agenda.
So you passing these lab diamonds as diamonds because you saying that you can't see the difference.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, so they come up with the moissanite, and then the moissanite stone is way better than the CZ, and it's cheaper than the lab diamond. So it creates a market above CZ now. Don't nobody want CZs because they understand the moissanite will pass the diamond test. And the reason it passed the diamond test is because it's a gem.
Okay.
Any gem will pass the diamond test unless you put it in a big machine.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Me. I've been out of the jewelry game for a while.
When you get it in the big machine, it's a screen on top of the machine that shows you different, like a color code.
Okay.
Of what's really in there. And what you find out that a lot of jewelers are doing, they're taking it like, how we would get some good OG.
Yes.
And you get some boo-boo.
Yeah.
And you mix it together.
Yeah.
To make it
okay.
OG.
Yeah.
So we running around saying these VVS when we got a lot of SIs in them.
Ooh.
Because we shaking them up.
I feel you.
And then the other part about it, like you got a pound of weed, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the weed, it's a bunch of shake.
Yep.
That's what these bust down diamonds are. It ain't nothing but shake. So it's not valuable. But we don't understand that.
It just look good.
And we run the price up. We do.
The jeweler or black people?
Black people. We just help them run it up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we ain't got no. I mean, you just a businessman.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't to blame.
Nah, I'm
If
just
they
trying
come
to do
buy
a
it,
service for you.
That's real.
Yeah,
that's real.
I'm not rich. I'm not the one buying your jewelry.
But
I'm
if
not
they
none of that.
But if they come in and specifically ask for certain,
You're gonna get exactly what your money can pay for and have a gold day.
have a gold day,
Yeah,
baby.
you're gonna get what your money can pay for. So we just go strictly off a budget.
Yes.
Whatever you want to spend, we're gonna show you what we can do for you.
Yeah.
You can accept it because we trying to do something like a DIY, like do it yourself. Like
Okay.
we gonna show you the whole way. Like, bro, how much you want to spend on this? I want to spend $10,000. Okay, we're gonna show you what your design gonna look like with $10,000.
For $10,000. Okay.
After we show you the design, you're gonna see you got VVS here.
Yes.
You got it's 3.5 inches. We show you the dimensions.
Yep.
You can like it, not like it. We can change it. We can upgrade it. We can take away from.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? We just trying to educate you on what you really getting and what you spending. And then after we do this, we're gonna go get an appraisal.
Okay.
Because the appraisal is gonna verify what we said we gave you.
Yes. That's smart.
Right?
Yeah.
And then after we verify what we gave you, we understand that it's a much significant number
Yes.
of value that now you need to put insurance on it.
Yes. For sure, get your insurance, my niggas.
And then you never know what happens.
Hmm.
You know, I had a guy who lost his Cuban necklace on the golf course. On the golf course.
How you do that?
I don't know. You know, shit happens.
Yeah.
Got 93,000
Because of the insurance.
because of the insurance.
That's smart.
And that would have been 50,000 down the drain because he didn't have insurance.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And these real stories. This is
I
just
feel-
yesterday. Yesterday, he called me talking about, hey, man, I seen your video on YouTube, man. And you know, I just got back my insurance money. And, you know, I've been watching, you know, Black Jewelers. And, man, you talk on some real intellectual shit about this jewelry game.
Yeah.
And I want to come fuck with you.
That's real.
I was like, dang, he a car salesman and everything.
But you know,
Go ahead.
you know, it's just like car salesmen.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to find someone you could trust when
Right.
you're dealing with retail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Especially when you're talking about, because like we said before, most people are ignorant to, and you're leading them, and you can lead them down the wrong path.
Easy.
It's up to you to be like, well, nah, I ain't gonna be that type of individual.
Right. You got to set a standard.
Yeah. So, and if if you set that standard and stand by your standard, then you gonna.
And see, that's what
That's how you sleep at night.
We're not a retail jewelry store.
You wholesale?
We wholesale.
Oh, that's beautiful.
See, that's the thing. So we have to know your budget. It's not we not trying to downplay you. We're not trying to say you ain't got the money.
Yeah.
We just trying to give you what your money worth.
That's real.
So you don't actually go spend the money that you could have spent on something better or
That's
something
Dr. Mug,
more.
baby.
Yeah, for sure.
That's real, boy. Whew.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a current event.
Okay.
I always got to talk about something current
Okay.
because I know you like hip hop.
I love it.
What you think about that Keefy D situation? That's touchy, ain't it? Keefy D finna do some time, in my opinion.
He just
You think he trusted the system too much?
I mean, not trusted the system. He just didn't understand the clause,
The loophole.
the loophole. He didn't understand. Like he thought that he could speak on that because he had that little
Immunity.
for that day. That's what his lawyer was supposed to tell him. It was just for that day. You know what I'm saying? And
They let him hang
I think
himself.
he hung himself because he not gonna take nobody else with him. That's why he hung himself.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna take nobody else with him.
I think about how he, like you say, his lawyer didn't tell him,
Mm-hmm.
and he was out there just running his mouth.
I don't think he cared about that. Like, I think he still would have told the story. Like, he just looked like that to me. He looked like he.
You know what I say? I've
Uh-huh.
been saying it for the last 3-4 months.
Okay.
Fame is a hell of a drug.
It's a drug. He wanted people to know that he did it.
But in the back of his mind, he thought he had immunity.
He thought he had immunity. That was the trick.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
We all get tricked. You know, Trump got tricked.
Oh, yeah.
We all get tricked. Like
Yeah.
you gonna get your test.
Oh, you're gonna pass the test though.
And you know, as long as you breathing, you get an option to take it again.
That's strong.
You get what I'm saying?
That's strong.
You get the option to take it again.
Yeah. Retest.
Yeah.
That's strong.
And we didn't get to touch on it, but it's like the only thing evil about 666 is that you're going in a cycle. You're doing the same thing over and over again. And we call it insane.
Yeah.
But it's really evil. Because you're trying to do something in your own strength that you'll never be able to do without God.
If you always do what you've always done, you're always gonna get
The same
what you've
result.
always got.
Yeah. Same. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So it's get out the cycle,
Break the cycle.
and go straight. That's the whole thing. Like 6 is a cycle.
Oh yeah.
7 is straight.
Get up out the cycle
Get up out the cycle
and go straight.
and so the thing about the cycle is you can't come to a point of humility.
Yeah.
To where you say, hey God, I can't do this on my own. You're gonna keep trying. You're gonna keep trying. I'm gonna do this shit. I'm gonna get this shit. I'm gonna get this shit. I'm gonna get this shit. And and then you come to your senses, you be like, God, I can't do it on my own, man. I need you.
Last question.
Yeah.
You know, I'm an ink guy, not as much as you. I see you got a lot of tats.
Yeah, I'm tatted up, man.
How many tats you think you got in prison?
I was getting tats on top of tats because I was just trying to fill everything up. I was trying to fill everything up. I got my head, face, neck, back, thighs, legs.
Yeah,
all that.
Tats on top of tats.
Tats on top of tats.
Hey, I see you got, what's that on your face right there?
These was my my sons, man.
What happened?
Baby mama wasn't my baby mama. Yeah.
How'd you find that out?
Had this other girl telling me that these babies was mine, and my mom was like, you know, they got this new stuff out here where you can cotton swab their mouth.
Oh, DNA.
Yeah, so I cotton swabbed everybody. On my own. I ain't had none of them. See, that's a whole story in itself right there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the kind of political run I go on. Like why? How in the hell is it mama babies and daddy's maybe? How? And we got a government that can take my blood before you put my name on his birth certificate.
Oh yeah.
Without my permission.
Oh yeah.
But now I gotta ask for permission. I gotta look like the asshole that's in this room with my wife or my girlfriend or whoever I'm with and say, hey, can I have a blood test?
Mara Provich made a whole career off of it. You remember?
And it's
you
like
it's not the father.
It's easy. It's easy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, before you sign this sheet, we need to take your blood.
Yes.
That should be a
So that's what you're advocating for, huh?
That's what I'm advocating for if I ever get on that road.
Yeah, I've heard people talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Should a blood test or DNA test be mandatory?
Mandatory.
At delivery time?
I'm asking why not?
It should be.
That's my only question. Why not?
It'll stop a lot of confusion.
It's going to end the confusion, not stop it. It's going to end it.
Yes.
Immediately.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, you know, so what are they doing? Are they comforting the female from being exposed or what?
No, I think it's just part of getting in the system. I think it's, I don't know. I don't have the answer for that.
Right.
And I don't want to speculate.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just.
Yeah, that's
wild.
Yeah, so yeah, that's where them faces come from. You know, I still, you know, salute them boys and all that. You know what I'm saying?
What age were they when you found out?
I think like 12 and 10.
When last time you seen them?
Maybe about 4 years ago.
You ain't hollered at them?
It ain't on that level.
It hurt you, didn't it?
No, it didn't hurt me. It's called
it had to hell, bro. Come on now, Mug. You think you got boys?
You know what it did?
It was a relief, probably.
You hit it on the nail. You hit it on the nail. So you know you always got thoughts. Is these mine?
Yeah.
So once you get that assurance, what it is, it's a relief. Yeah.
Not that.
It's a relief. And my thing is, like, I had to stop taking. See, I'm a taker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it back. Like that's in my head.
Yeah.
From the church, take it back.
Yeah.
go into the enemy's camp and take it back. That's in my head.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So with me not being able to have seeds, not of my own yet, back then I would take them. So one of these little boys on my face, me and this nigga, we done robbed a jewelry store together.
How old is he now?
The son?
Yeah.
I think he like maybe 22, 23,
Yeah.
24 somewhere. And thing was is that his daddy, we messing with the same female, right? So the female telling me that it's mine, and obviously telling him that it's his. So I go to the house one day after she told me it was mine, and I take
Swab.
his son out his hand and tell him don't ever touch my son again. The son probably like 6 months old. You know what I'm saying? And these guys would let me do these type of things. So I feel like shit, if he ain't gonna fight for him, he can't be the dad.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And then even with my ex-girl, I took her daughter and then told the daddy, like, if I ever hear anything crazy, I'm gonna kill you. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And God had to show me in counseling, marriage counseling one time that you can't make no vow to no little girl that you're gonna be there for her no matter what.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I didn't understand is that I wasn't coveting another man's wife. I was coveting another man's daughter. So I had to go to that man and I told that man, hey man, I apologize for that.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what I was really doing. That's your daughter. That's your seed.
Yes.
She needs you.
Yes.
I'm out your way.
Yeah.
So I got relieved of a lot of those different.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Burdens and stress.
Different burdens that wasn't mine.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Yeah.
Man, this motherfucking conversation go on and on. Am I right, Kenny? Bro, I got like,
you got to stop
question
me.
after question. They have to stop me all the time.
Yeah, that's how it go.
Can I always get people on camera and make a promise to me?
Okay.
Can I get you to come back one time?
Oh, most definitely.
I mean,
it ain't once.
That's what I'm saying,
We
bro.
own this.
Because we got to get you, because me and you talked off camera, you about to get that thing started.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
So
So I'm learning. I'm loving it. And then like we understanding what this is all for.
I would love for you to meet my wife.
Man, no problem.
Because she is
No problem.
she's spiritual.
Uh-huh.
And she probably gonna have a lot of her own questions herself.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Well, why? Because she grew up similar to you.
Okay.
You know, as far as fathers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I let her tell her own story.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
And maybe y'all can be like, "Woo, man,
Man, let's get it in, man.
Okay.
Let's put it on the calendar. Let's get it done, and let's keep going, man.
So, before you leave,
Mhm.
because it's all about business,
Right.
tell the people how to reach you as far as how you want them to reach you for business purposes.
Oh man, we have a gold day at Instagram, Facebook, and we www.haveagoldday.com, and we 1-844-904-GOLD. That's 4653. If you got any questions, you got any questions about spirituality, anything like that, some jewelry, some gold, get at me. Call that number. I'm gonna answer the phone and I'm gonna let you know what's up.
Give you shout outs.
Hey man, shout out to Meadowbrook, Texas for sure. Hey, I've been seeing all y'all, supporting your boy, man. I'm just trying to look good for us, trying to do this thing for us, let them know
Amen.
what our whole culture is all about. We about business. We straight business. We hustlers. We go-getters, and we gonna do our thing, man. And just the whole Fort Worth, Twisted Black, Jen Lee, my boy Jen Lee, y'all go tap into that boy, man.
Yes.
We doing some big things, man. We unveiling a lot. But, all my guys locked up, man, shout out to them, man. Just, pray for them boys. Pray for them boys and
Yes.
pray for my youngsters out here in these streets because, it's a everyday struggle to try to get it right, man. We come from that, man. And, prison helped us stay out here and the bullet got my other partners gone. So we just going to pray for these boys out here and keep them strong. And, just keep looking out for me. We coming hard and we trying to give y'all boys the truth.
Put it in their face.
Putting it in their face.
Say, man, like I said again, I appreciate you.
No problem.
This is awesome.
Yeah, man.
This is one of them interviews. This one of the ones, huh, Kenny?
Seriously?
Yeah, bro, because you're authentic.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people come and they stumbling over the words, you know, but it's just authentic.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you use the word transparent. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't, you know, trying to sugarcoat nothing and trying to hide something and put, you know what I mean?
I see it, man.
Yeah, it's too much of that when a lot of people need to be slapped across the face with reality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you and I have the same vision as far as trying to save somebody, bro.
Just somebody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's, and you made me believe something, you know, just.
It's our reasonable service.
Yes, bro. And we can be ourselves so they can relate to us. You know what I mean? And these cameras and these lights help that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It really does.
Yes. And see, I wasn't thinking about it like that. But then again, I was like, when I get these men in here, I want to talk to them. But yeah, you just reconfirm what I.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real, man. Because it's like we ain't got nobody to talk to.
Because I told you, you know, I had my man tell me my guy, pause. Pause. I had my homie tell me, you know, I told y'all, Cam, you know, you don't want to preach, I don't want to be no preachy ass dude.
Right.
I just want to be like, hey, man, plant that seed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what.
And see, that's what we supposed to do. One plants and another man waters.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And God gives the increase.
That's it, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the faith that we need is
That's
that
the
increase. I've been listening to you, bro.
And that's what I want y'all to do, man. Understand that faith is the same thing as cash money. It's the same thing as currency, but in the spiritual realm. So if you got a lot of faith, you got a lot of money. And it's impossible to please
Jesus
God without faith.
Everybody got this thing about Jesus was broke.
Nah.
Jesus was not broke at all.
Man, he handled his business, man.
Hey. Say, man, it's a good thing to have Mug the jeweler in here, man.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Dr. Mug.
Dr. Mug Simpson.
Yes. The jeweler in here, man. Educating us, spitting game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love it, man, because you know why? He's a real super tight guest.
Know I'ma get some game tuned in with super tight, yeah. I get it all up from Big Bobo, from the front seat, not no photos.